Welcome back for another full self-driving video with Silver Fox Tesla. We're going to have some Queens street driving tonight, and a lot of roads like this one do not have lane lines, so the car is very confused, as you can see. There's no one around me, so I'm not correcting it just yet, but I would ideally like to be more to the right because we're going to be making a right turn soon, and pretty much all the locals treat this as though it were 2 lanes. So the car was not going fast enough to make that red light. So I hit the brakes because in Queens, our yellow lights last like almost no time at all. So I did not want to try and rush it, especially since there are speed cameras around here. So we're just going to wait. And let's see, there is a guy behind me now. But I will reactivate here, and let's see. The car should pretty much do nothing because we're just waiting for the light. So that's fine. And this guy's going to try and go to the left of me. This is pretty nerve-wracking because I had to make a turn to the right at the last minute to get over here. We'll see what happens when the light turns green, which is probably about to be right around now. And the car is going. Let's see. Guy right to my right. All right, I'm going to take over because the car is not going to know to treat this like 2 lanes. There actually were like vague lines there. Okay, I have to like double. Someone could explain that to me in the comments. Like if you I guess it's because I just steered. I didn't brake, that's why. So we only like half deactivated. Okay, now I'm going to re-engage here. We need to be making a right turn here. There's a stop sign. Let's see what the car does. Okay, we're stopping at the stop sign, and we are clear to go. The car is moving. We can go now. I'm hitting the gas. Yeah, you don't have to beat me, bro. This is what happens. You try and do this. All right, I'll take control again here. This is a guy behind me, and he's being impatient. We're not trying to get beat that much by people here. And once he goes around me, we'll re-engage. If this is your first of my videos, always the way I do these videos is I want to take over whenever I am not comfortable. So when the car is doing this, I really was hardly even stopping there. This guy's just an asshole. But there are definitely things that FSD does that I would not necessarily blame people if they honked at. But that guy just had no patience. It didn't even slam on the brakes. It just kind of started creeping, and that kept going. So you have a speed bump here. Usually they don't stop for it. Yeah, I'm going to hit the brakes and slow down for the speed bump because we don't want to damage anything, and re-engage. We do have lane lines here. We should not be signaling. What are you doing? Anyway, I don't know why it was trying to signal there. Okay, stopping at the red light. Stopped a little bit past the crosswalk line, like barely, like not in any way an issue, but I'm just surprised because I've had FSD like go out of its way to stop extra early before that line even comes around. Okay, green light, we're going pretty slowly, accelerating. And again, we're signaling, no, I don't want you to change into that lane. I don't even have it on like assertive mode, and there's literally cars in the left lane and none in front of me. So I don't know why it would want to get over to the left lane considering we're turning right pretty soon, and there's nothing faster or better about being in that lane at all. In fact, it's just objectively worse in this particular situation. Okay, we have a stop sign coming up here. And let's see how it goes. All right, stopping at the stop sign. And let's see, okay. Well, I'm surprised to hit the gas there pretty quickly. Okay, let's not brake at all. I'm counteracting the braking by just hitting the gas a little bit. And a lot of like swerving. Okay, I'm actually just gonna take over here because this is like 1 lane that is just treated by everybody who lives here as 2 lanes. And the car is definitely not gonna know that, and it's not even entirely its fault. So I don't exactly blame it there. All right, I'm going to put my signal on and re-engage because we are making a right turn at this here light, and the car immediately pulled to the left for some reason, so I will re-engage after we make the turn. Yeah, drives like this, FSD is definitely not ready to get you there cleanly. I can say that. I don't know what would happen if I let it do its thing, but it'd definitely be chaotic. And we don't want that. So we're going to re-engage as soon as we get this green. Okay, we have the green. Let's see. Okay, you know what? The car is like aggressively turning even though we were just fine to go like this. Okay, let's re-engage again. And let's see how it goes now. We have a green light coming up. I may have to speed up a little bit to make it. Okay, we're fine. Okay, now we're going pretty quickly. Okay. All right, we're actually going to be coming up to my destination, so I will wrap this up later. All right, so this drive, honestly, pretty bad. But a lot of the reasons and instances where it was bad were sort of not the car's fault, because there were at least 2 moments in this video where there was a wide street with no lane lines that is just treated by everybody who drives it as 2 lanes for a variety of reasons. And at the same time, as that's not exactly the car's fault for not knowing that, you know, I and many other people drive on those roads, you know, many times throughout our lives with no issue. And it kind of brings to attention these potential situations where maybe a perfect textbook on how to drive executed perfectly would still not be ready for certain things and would not do the ideal thing because of the fault of the system of the roads and whatnot, but humans can do it. So, you know, FSD already has plenty of problems doing things that textbook perfect way, right? But I think it's going to be an unimaginably long time before something like FSD can handle things that are like improvised that a human would have to do, because I feel like it's a lot harder to learn those sort of things and it's a lot more arbitrary. The only thing that there is the ability to kind of like follow another car, but that's I think FSD already uses that in some scenarios, but that's risky because A, you don't know if the person in front of you is doing something correctly, and B, you don't know if there is anybody around you. So if there's nobody around you, then does the car know what to do? And there might still be people behind you, so it's not like it'll be safe for the car to be doing something weird. But this was definitely pretty insightful. I wonder if the fact that it was nighttime also may have played a factor in one of the parts where there were a few lane lines. I'm not sure. But it's been interesting to experiment in it. So let me know in the comments any similar experiences you've had with FSD, and if you think that FSD will ever learn to improvise in the way that a human can. And I'll catch you in another one. Bye-bye.